Good afternoon. My name is Kisan Kanbarkar, along with my friends Harshit Reddy, Nikita Chaugule, and Swarup Kulkarni. We are here to present our project Smart Assist for Visually Challenged using Artificial Intelligence. So, according to the research held by the World Health Organization, 285 million people around the world are visually impaired. So these people use some guidance person or pet animals to navigate to their environments. So there is a need for certain application or device which will help them to do their day by day work. So in order to provide these visually challenged people some assistive system, our project focuses on providing some reliable uh, device which will convert the visual data. That visual data may be in form of images or the live video, and then converting that into the various formats, which formats can be easily understood by the blind person. So the formats may be audio, haptic signals like vibrations, or a combination of both. So the system mainly consists of the artificial intelligence along with the various sensors uh, like ultrasonic sensor, RFI camera, then GPRS module, and the Raspberry Pi as a main processing unit. This will help them to navigate their environment independently. So the major three tasks performed by the systems are image recognition, that is identifying the what kind of image is in front of a blind person. Second one is collision detection, and last one is obstacle detection. So coming to the next is objectives. The main objectives of the project are to create a smart jacket on which we will implant the system, and which will help the blind person to walk on the road or do their work uh, independently without help of the any other person or without help of any pet animal. So second one is to create the audio interface. This one is required to give some audio instructions to the blind person. That is, after detecting the object, we should convey the same message to the blind person, that is so and so object is in front of you. So for that we use the audio interface like a speaker or earphones, which will tell the blind person that so and so person or so and so chair is in front of you. The second one is to provide the distance ranging. Uh, this is used to measure the exact distance between the person and the object in front of detected object in front of the blind person, uh, so that we can tell the blind person that so and so person at the distance of 1 meter or 2 meter is in front of you. So the blind person can take decision accurately with the distance and the whatever is in front of him. So next one is to provide GPS tracking system. So this we have included only in case of emergencies, when if the blind person move in some area where he can't find any help, then he can use this GPS system such that their relatives or their friends can be gives can be get can the get can get the coordinates of the that person. If he wants to know them, then he can press the button. The next one is to keep the database of the close friends and the family by using facial algorithm. These they have included because whenever the person walk on a road, and if the relatives or any friend comes in front of him, then we can tell the blind person that so and so relative is in front of you, instead of just telling that the one person is in front of you. So the methodology will be continued by my friend Swarup, and the result and discussion part will be done by Harshit Reddy, and the later part will be continued by Nikita.
So coming to the methodology part, this is the block diagram of our smart assist system. So we are using a camera for object detection, and we are using ultrasonic sensor for distance measuring sensor. Next, GPRS module is used for the live location of the user that can be tracked, and we are using a Raspberry Pi OS which can be mounted on a SD card through the and we are through the GPRS module we are giving a location and sending the live location to the speech process by giving the audio speakers like earphones. So the Pi camera is used to capture the surrounding object detection, and here we are using the OpenCV for the image processing with the combined convolution neural network for the object detection and classification is carried out. In this model, we are using a YOLO algorithm, that is you look once again, which is used for the object detection, and a text to speech TTS algorithm is used to provide the audio instruction through the external earphones that can be added to guide the visually person to navigate through their environment. And we are using a GPS tracking system for the location of the user, and an API is provided so that the live location of the user can be acquired by the coordinates, and ultrasonic sensor is used for the distance ranging to avoid any uh, obstacle ahead. Next, coming to hardware part, we are used the processor Pi 4B, and we are used the sensor called Raspberry Pi camera for the object detection, and ultrasonic sensor that will work through the sound waves that can calculate the distance based on the time required, and the GPS module that used for the live location of the user can be tracked. And coming to software part, we are use Raspbian OS, Python idle, VNC server, and VNC server and VR is used to connect between our PC and our object. Python idle is mainly used because for our machine training and the purpose of AI, it will be best suited. And Raspberry Pi OS is used for the best purpose.
Coming to the results part, we have carried out object detection and classification, which is our core function of the project. And in this image, we can see that we have given random images from Google, and we have just carried out the detection algorithm and the classification algorithm that we have written. And here we can see that the model successfully captures the cars, the persons, and the kites in the two different pictures. And this detection is done using the YOLO algorithm. The YOLO algorithm is nothing but the you only look once algorithm. This algorithm enables us to detect and classify objects in real time without any delay, and it uses deep convolutional neural networks. And also, after the static test, we have done a live test in front of the road, and we can see that in this picture, the model successfully detects a motorcycle and the person sitting on it. And also, you can notice a small box known with the label FOI. FOI means field of interest. Now, when the visually challenged user is wearing our jacket and walking on the road, we do not want the objects which are detected on the sides which are not in the path of the user. We only want the objects which are detected in the path of the user. That is why we have created a field of interest box. Here you can see the field of interest box more clearly. In the left image, we can see that the car is outside the field of interest box. So since it is outside, we can see on the left side under the FPS, we can see the detection counter is 0, which means that nothing is detected inside the FOI box. And since nothing is detected, we do not need to worry about it, which means that nothing is there in the walking path of the user. In the right side picture, we can see that the car is inside the FOI box. Since it is inside the FOI box, we can see that the detection counter prints a 1, which means that there is something inside the field of interest or the walking path of the user, which can be an obstruction or an obstacle in front of them. Here also we can see another example of our live detection of our live testing. We can see we can see the model detects 2 person inside in the entire view of the camera, but we can see that in the detection counter it only shows as 1, because the person only one person is inside the FOI box. The second person is not inside the FOI box and poses no immediate threat to the user or the in the walking path. The same example is repeated again with a moving car on the road. This moving car is inside the FOI box, and since it is inside, the detection counter only shows 1, because there is only one car inside the FOI box and the other car is not inside the FOI box. So as seen from this above examples, we can understand that the FOI box is very useful when a person is walking, and we do not want when there are multiple objects detected, we do not want objects which are not inside the field of interest to be simply giving an audio cue to the user, and we do not want any false alarms raised to the user. And this model can be further improved with more collected data. And with the progress of time, we can also add more and more number of objects to the data set. The output of this project, we can also get a audio cue. That is, we have used a text to speech converter, which can give the.
Then coming to the conclusion and future scope, the smart assist is mainly proposed so that the blind person can easily navigate their environment freely with lesser threat. Next is the blind person can know more about the surrounding. With security purpose, the friends, relatives can track their location by using GPRS system in case of emergency. Next is, if user allow us to collect data, this system can be improved even more. And this device will not completely remove the stick, but it will be another helping hands for them. Then coming to the publication, this paper for the project is under review publication under the guidance of HOD and professors, and sponsorship. This project has been sponsored under KSCST project under the category of assistive devices. Then next is commercialization. The total cost of the project is approximately of rupees 5,000. This cost can be reduced by mass production and system on chip design. Then the main targeted users are visually disabled people, and even the partially disabled people can use this system. Thank you.